Hello, and thanks for joining me for our weekly episode of NCIA Today. I'm your host, Bethany Moore, NCIA's Deputy Director of Communications, checking in with you every Friday with updates on what's happening in the cannabis industry and here at NCIA. First, we're getting close to holiday season and conference season, and NCIA is heading to San Francisco in December for our 7th annual Cannabis Business Summit and Expo at the Moscone Center. We're excited to bring attendees an exclusive new treat for the senses called Bloom, a brand's experience by NCIA, bringing you live cannabis plants and products to see, touch, and smell firsthand on the expo floor. Sorry, there won't be any consumption allowed on site, but no other cannabis trade show offers this unique hands-on experience. Conference programming will also include an option for the Cannavest West Investor Forum, as well as the International Cannabis Bar Association program. Take advantage of early bird pricing by securing your tickets today. If you're a member of NCIA, check your benefits because you're eligible for discounts on tickets or even sometimes free tickets, depending on your level of membership. Head to cannabisbusinesssummit.com and register your team to join us today. All right, next, here's a reminder if you're a cannabis operator to have your voice heard in a survey being conducted by our chief economist, Bo Whitney. The survey of U.S. cannabis business industry sentiment and business conditions examines the key issues facing the industry, like what is working and what can be improved from the perspective of businesses and stakeholders in the cannabis industry, and to tabulate ancillary business and cannabis operator opinions on the state of the U.S. cannabis market. Responses are confidential and will be kept anonymous. The survey takes between 4 to 5 minutes to complete, so please complete the survey by Sunday, October 31st. Next, from our Industry Insights blog, do you remember back in the day sticking an orange peel in with your flower to keep it fresh? I do. Those days are long gone, but moisture evaporation in cannabis is still an issue, and it could be degrading the compounds in your product, making it less effective. On average, 12% of all cannabis and hemp biomass is moisture. As that moisture evaporates, it takes valuable terpenes and other essential oils with it, leading to dry and brittle plant matter. This can impact the bottom line for both growers and dispensaries and leaves the customer holding the bag as well. Learn more about how moisture evaporation leads to product degradation in this new blog by Peak Supply Co. As for what's happening in the halls of Congress, well, there's certainly a lot on their plate right now, but mostly non-cannabis issues like infrastructure, the debt ceiling, and the COVID-19 pandemic, for example. But our team in DC is staying the path of cannabis reform, even while these other issues overshadow things like safe banking and the CAOA. In Michelle's latest blog, she gives us a rundown of where our legislative priorities stand and what to expect, so you're all up to date on what's happening on Capitol Hill. If you have any questions about federal policy, feel free to reach out. In the meantime, definitely join us next week for an Industry Essentials webinar, Fireside Chat with our government relations team on Wednesday, October 27th. Register today to listen to Mike and Michelle as they're joined by special guests to discuss the future of sustainability in the cannabis industry. We'll also be talking extensively about NCIA's 2020 white paper on environmental sustainability. Head to our website at thecannabisindustry.org/webinars and register today. Make sure you're subscribed and tuning in to both of our weekly podcasts, NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice and NCIA's Cannabis Minority Report with host Khadija Adams. You can find us on Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to stay inspired and connected. If you're a member of NCIA, log into NCIA Connect and spark up a conversation with your fellow NCIA members and colleagues today. We'll see you next week.